Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you guys could join me. Today we have something very special planned. We're going to be working on our legs using calisthenics to build insane strength and real size in our legs so we don't neglect them, especially for people who only work with body weight. This is going to be insane because you have no idea how effective a calisthenics leg workout can be. We're not going to use any weights. If you are ready, we're going to get right into it. Starting out with our first exercise, you are going to notice a common theme, which is that we will be working explosively with all of our exercises, meaning that we don't want to work slowly, but we want to put in some real explosiveness, some fast twitch muscle fiber inclusion, because that is what is going to be building size when it comes to calisthenics work, especially because our legs usually are really strong, so they need a little bit more pressure, a little bit more intensity to get bigger and stronger, and using explosiveness is one of the sure fastest ways to get there. Now, starting out with lunges, we're going to increase to our second exercise, elevated lunges. Any form of elevation will do. Now, forward lunges, second exercise, elevation, stay explosive. Moving on to our third exercise, we're going to stay a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Start with our backwards diagonal lunges, like so. Build in some speed, and afterwards, we're going to increase our range of motion with the fourth and final lunge exercise. Elevation, increase range of motion, work explosively. All the way down, long range of motion, touch the ground, switch, and repeat. So we are moving on to our main exercise, which is going to be box jumps. Now we're going to start out with a little bit of a smaller elevation, and we're going to do symmetrical box jumps, meaning we want to use both legs at the same time. You can use a little bit of momentum with your arms forward. We want to extend fully, and then we step down slowly just so we don't get hurt. So wider than shoulder width apart, you can use some momentum, extend your legs, and move down again. Up, extend, and move down. After this exercise, we're going to get into programming later. So how many repetitions, how many sets and everything, I'm going to get into that. But for now, we're going to move on from the classic box jumps to single leg box jumps, meaning we're going to start out with one leg elevated. Again, you can use a little bit of momentum, and up, up, extend your leg, step back down, and up, extend, and step back down. Now, you got to keep in mind that your balance needs to be good, which means that your core needs to be a little bit more developed, which is an amazing bonus to have, because our core is going to help us to stay as upright as possible without falling off. And now, my friends, playtime is over. All of this was basically just to get us ready for what we're going to be doing now. Still box jumps, but we're going to go for the highest jump that we can do from standing, meaning there is no stepping into the jump. We're going to start a couple of feet, I'd say 2 feet behind our elevation, and we might use a little bit more momentum this time. Stay wider than shoulder width apart, use your arms, move up, extend fully, so we have a little bit of a squat included in our movement, and then please carefully step down so you don't hurt yourself. Please don't jump backwards, don't do that. We're going to start 2 feet behind the elevation and extend up and move down. Now you can also try and increase it a little bit once you've done a couple of jumps and you notice, okay, there's like 2 or 3 centimeters left, or 1 or 2 inches. I still have some power in my legs. Try again, up. And as you can see, that was pretty close. So we're going to try again. Take your time, take a deep breath. Extend fully and step back down again, which in my mind, for my height, That is not too shabby, is it? Now we're almost done with this workout. We are going to use a resistance band as a bonus. If you don't have that, that is absolutely no problem. We're going to start in the squat position, keep our legs flexed, our upper body upright, and try to go at least with your femur parallel to the ground or a little bit lower, so we have that nice little intense flexion in our quadriceps. Now we're going to add the resistance band, if you have one. If you don't, there's absolutely no problem. We want to work sideways, explosively. Open, close, open, close, open, close. It's very short, very precise, but you're going to notice building absurd amounts of strength in your glutes and in your quads, because we need to stay very much upright. Our lumbar spine or our spinal erectors are also flexed, and we're moving from our glutes, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, and our maximus is fully flexed during the whole operation. Explosive, short, precise movements. So now that we're done with the exercises, let's get into programming. We're going to do 2 or a maximum amount of 3 sets for every single one of these exercises. For the first ones, before we did any of the box jumps, we're going to be doing between 15 to 25 repetitions. I know that sounds like a lot, but we are not using any weight, and we are building explosive strength by exhausting the last bit of energy our fast twitch musculature has, or our legs have in general. When it comes to the box jump exercises, I would suggest between 4 and 8 repetitions per set, and of course again 3 sets. As for breaks, I would say like a minute and a half between every set is going to give you enough time to not fall into the high intensity cardio thing, but to also not cool down too much during the training. As you can see, I barely did the whole thing and I'm already sweating, and I can guarantee you, if you try this out maybe twice a week for your leg workout regimen when it comes to calisthenics work, believe me, you're gonna have insanely strong and really, really big legs, especially if you keep doing this for a longer period of time and you increase the intensity by progressively overloading. That is an absolute promise. With that said, sadly, this is all the time I have left for you today. I still have some classes to teach because it's Sunday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow because we have new videos every single day. Captain Cairo, peace out.